Good afternoon and welcome to our final game here at Field 2 as we wrap up this Friday in the FGCL. We've had a lot of interesting matchups here today, and another one coming on this field as the 6-3 Phinz face the 4-6 Snowbirds. Phinz currently in 5th place, but looking to move back up into a three-way tie for third with the Swashbucklers and the Mocs. Snowbirds trying to get to 5-6, and that would put them at worst 8th place, maybe 7th. Here is the starting lineup for the 4-6 Snowbirds, the visitors in this game. Kaya Booker, the center fielder, leads off with Vela Mansfield, the right fielder, batting second. Abby DeWaters is catching, hitting third. Gracie Anderson, the third baseman, bats fourth. Mackenzie Duncan, the DP, bats fifth. Kaya Cortez is at first, hitting sixth, with Alice DeWaters, the left fielder, batting seventh. Reese Green is the shortstop, and she's hitting eighth, with Jada Holt, the second baseman, batting ninth, and Gracie Ciccarello, the extra hitter today, in the 10 spot. And they are taking on, in the circle, a new addition over the last few days really. Katie Jonas out of Hillsdale College, freshman last year from Springboro, Ohio. She's made 2 appearances already this summer, and the first pitch misses to Kaya Booker. 3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Starting off with the Oklahoma State Cowgirl, Booker, who's worked ahead 2-0. Kaya Booker, maybe the most dangerous, consistent leadoff in the FGCL. 12 of 30, 400 average, with an RBI, 2 doubles, 5 runs. She has 9 stolen bases. Pretty sure that leads the league. And a .419 on base percentage. That would be the one area I would say might want to see increase there, but the batting average is not to be trifled with. And she puts great pressure on defenses. There's a strike, 3-1. And ball 4. So Booker is aboard. There is her second walk of the summer. And look out, she can fly. Defense for the Phinz looks like this. Washington is in left. Charlton in center. Hanipsiak is in right. Robertson, no relation, over at third. Mansfield at short. Palco at second. Solis at first. And Bennett behind the plate. Here's Vela Mansfield. Runner goes, and the throw, I think, slipped. Not sure what happened there. But a stolen base for Booker, that's number 10. And a 1-0 count on Mansfield, who had her first hit of the summer last time out. One for 15 with an RBI. This is bunted towards the circle. Jonas waits. The throw to first is just in time, but there's the sacrifice to move Booker to third. Beautifully done by Mansfield. And now you've got Abby DeWaters in the portal, looking to put a run up here in the first. DeWaters has been the main RBI producer for the Snowbirds. She's got 8 of them this summer. 6 of 21 average. 286 is the BA. A couple home runs, 3 doubles, 6 runs scored. On base percentage of .375. This is popped up to the circle, and Jonas makes the grab. 2 down. And now Gracie Anderson out of Green Bay. Second on the team in batting average. 9 for 26 with 6 RBIs, a homer, 4 doubles, and 2 runs, a .346 batting average, and a .433 on-base percentage. As always, when you're with me, Gray Robertson, I want to hear from you on the broadcast, so tweet me at Gray, Gray_Robertson. Join in the conversation. Miller family, I would like to hear from you. Avery is the one who gave me the Phinz lineup today, which I appreciated. So yeah, join the conversation. We'll read your tweets and shout-outs on the air right here. Oh, that one squirts away, and Booker, with her speed, will score with ease. Wild pitch brings in a run, and it's 1-0 Snowbirds here in the first. And a 3-0 count on Anderson. We will also update you on the happenings over at Field 1, which, by the way, is an excellent game. Loggerhead Swashbucklers. 1-0 early Swashbucklers up on the Loggerheads over there. (3-1) to Anderson. Upstairs, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. And here is the DP today, Mackenzie Duncan. She of Penn State. 0 for 5 with a walk here this summer. Swings over the top of that. 0-1. Same spot, and Bennett trying to throw down to first. I don't know what's been going on with the throws, but that one slipped too. Hit and run, and there's a base hit to right. Anderson hightails it to third. Play at third, not in time. A great throw from right, but it's not enough from Hanipsiak, and there are runners on the corners for the Snowbirds here in the first. First hit of the summer for Duncan. And great base running. Good slide by Anderson, too. Now you've got the Notre Dame power threat, Kaya Cortez. Seen a lot of drop so far from Jonas. There's strike 1 on Cortez. Again, out of Notre Dame, 4 of 17 with 3 RBIs. Does have a home run that was an absolute nuke last week. A double. 5 runs, .316 batting average. That's hit foul towards the bathrooms, 1 and 2. One run already in for the Snowbirds, looking for a little bit more here in this first inning on Katie Jonas. But a swing and a miss wraps up the inning. Nice job by Jonas, minimizing the damage. And it's 1-0 Phinz offense, that potent offense coming up next here on Field 2. Here is the starting lineup for the Siesta Key Phinz. 6-3 so far this summer, and trying to fight back into that three-way tie for third. Destiny Washington, the left fielder, leads off. Catherine Hanipsiak is in right, batting second. Batting third is Lily Solis, the first baseman, with Ty Charlton, the newest commitment of Missouri, in the cleanup spot. Gotta make sure that's in my files. Batting fifth is the DP Morgan Foster. 6-hole Heather Robertson in third base. Lily Palco, second base, bats seventh. Brooke Bennett, the catcher's in the 8th spot with Katie Hershey, the extra hitter, batting ninth. And in the 10-hole, Emma Mansfield, the shortstop. They're facing, in the circle for the Snowbirds, Louisiana Tech's Riley Scholl, the lefty with a 6.52 ERA on the summer, 9 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs all earned, 9 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Facing Destiny Washington in the portal out of UCF. Batting .529. 9 of 17, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, 11 runs. She's walked 6 times, a .652 on-base percentage. And Scholl bringing that drop a little too heavy, 2-0. Also has 7 stolen bases, so she and Booker, arguably the two most consistent leadoffs, are in this game. Most teams switch it up, but really don't see that much from the Snowbirds and the Phinz. That's a little low, 3-0. Sea breeze is blowing in here at Field 2. Little right to left action to it. Not a ton. 3-0 from Scholl. Ball 4, and that'll put Washington aboard where, again, she's always a threat to run. That means the defense needs to be on high alert. Alice DeWaters is in left, Booker in center, Mansfield in right. Anderson at third, Green at short, Holtz at second, Cortez at first, and Abby DeWaters is behind the dish. And here is Catherine Hanipsiak out of Colgate. Called strike. Hanipsiak 3 for 8. 375 average, 2 RBIs, 4 runs scored, 3 walks, so a .500 on base percentage. And she's quickly down 0-2. That's in the dirt. Washington was going, and now she's going to have a chance at 3. Over there, she is safe. And a steal wild pitch immediately. Puts Washington 60 feet away from tying up this game, and a 1-2 count for Hanipsiak. Early action on the base pads. These are two of the teams that like to run the most. Called strike 3. Clip the outside part of the plate. Hanipsiak sits down, and there's one away for McNeese's Lily Solis. Hitting .500, 12 of 24, 10 RBIs, a homer, a triple, a double, 8 runs. Tied for first on the team in RBIs with Ty Charlton, who waits on deck. Two and out. Good pitch, 2-1. Solis guides the changeup into foul ground, 2-2. This is a Phinz offense that's one of the best in the FGCLA, 384 team batting average. Pitching has been a mystery at times. ERA is down near the bottom, but they can score with the best of them. That's going to get foul. It's going to make the Phinz an interesting playoff team. I think the Phinz and the Loggerheads are the two that you look at and go, all right, they can outslug, but if they run into a hot pitcher, can they win a game that way? Oh, beautiful. Back-to-back strikeouts for Scholl. 2 down. And here is Taya Charlton. Transfer from Georgia. She has picked officially Missouri. Going to play for Larissa Anderson in 2027. Super excited for Taya. I think that's a great fit for her. And if I'm Missouri, I'm excited as well because you got a power bat who's been really, I think, honing in on the strike zone discipline piece of her game. This summer, 7 of 17 with 10 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, and 8 runs. 1 strikeout. Has not walked. And comes up empty there, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Wow. Just heard Ty Charlton go, whoa. Someone fell off the table. Scholl gets a ton of break on her drop ball, and it's all about, does she start it high enough? Spectacular inning by Scholl. The throw down will secure the strikeout, and that is 3 straight Ks to wrap up the first inning. Riley Scholl, early shove watch as we go to the second here on field 2. 7-8-9 due up for the Snowbirds here in the second. Alice DeWaters, Rescreen, and Jada Holt. Here is the other DeWaters. We've already seen Abby today. And now this is the other one that's portaling, Alice, out of USF. 4 of 23 with 4 runs scored for DeWaters here this summer. Second inning of work for Katie Jonas. Just outside, ball 1. Alice sends that. Ooh, what did that hit? So daintily. 1-1. All right, let's check Twitter, see if any messages have come in. Ah, yes, Christine Miller. Hey, Gray, thanks for the broadcast today. Hope you're staying cool. Go Phinz. You know what? In the grand scheme of days in Florida, this is fairly okay. I'll pull it up right now on the AccuWeather because there was a lot of rain over downtown Bradenton, and that's kind of brought some quote-unquote chilliness here. I mean, it's 89, but it's 89. It's not bad. DeWaters smokes middle. Single for Alice DeWaters to start off the second inning for the Snowbirds. Great piece of hitting, and you could tell she was seeing it with how hard those foul balls were. Now you got Rescreen in the portal from North Florida. That'll be a pass ball that moves DeWaters to second. 1-0 count on Green, who's hitting .350, 7 of 20, 4 RBIs, a double, 5 runs. The RBI production has cooled just a bit, but still hitting well for average here this summer. Same spot, little high, 2-0. Two and 1. All right, I hear cheering from field 1. Let's find out what happened. A solo home run by Alabama's Garrett Griggs. That away, Garrett. 3-0 Swashbucklers in the second. Green fouls that away. Another foul ball. That was close to somebody's car. Green stays in it. Long battle here with Jonas. Another payoff. Called strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Jonas. Her second strikeout. And smooth base running by DeWaters, who takes third. Sneaky steal to get a runner at third base for Jada Holt, another Portaler out of Radford. (0-1) on Holt, who's 4 of 19 with an RBI, a home run, 5 runs, on-base percentage of .375. Just missed in, 1-1. This is popped up and into foul ground, 1-2. Full count. Snowbirds trying to add another run. Another long, taxing inning for Jonas. Another foul ball here. Nice walk. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Now meeting. Which is broken up just in time to face Gracie Ciccarello, looking for a new home, previously of Eckerd. Got to think Holt is going to be on the move at some point here. No, it's a line drive caught at second, and the throw to first got away, and a run will score. It was almost a double play. Instead, it's 2-0 Snowbirds with 2 outs. Man, tough break for Jonas. Now back to the top of the order with Booker, who walked and scored in the first. Very dangerous. Kaya Booker. Runner goes, and she's safe. There's a steal for Holt. Good throw by Bennett. Just low and out. 2-1. Off the awning for strike 2. On the ground, too short. The throw to first is in time, and that'll wrap up the inning. Mansfield stays down and gets Booker. And it's 1 unearned run in the top of the second. 2-0 Snowbirds. Phinz offense coming back up. The potent Phinz. Ooh, Avery and McKenna are both going to third. There goes Avery, there goes McKenna. And here comes Morgan Foster. 5, 6, 7 due up in the second inning. Foster, Robertson, Palco against Shull. Got off to a pretty good start. 3 strikeouts after a leadoff walk. And there's the first hit of the day for the Phinz. Morgan Foster with a base hit to center. She's now 9 for 21 this summer. Tell you what, all-star teams are going to be hard to pick some of these offensive numbers this year. In steps Heather Robertson, who's been steady all summer. 7 of 21, 333 average, 6 RBIs, 2 homers, a triple, 2 doubles, 9 runs. On-base percentage of .462. Called strike to start. That changeup has been pretty dirty so far for Shull. 0-2. Shull working from ahead. Robertson stays in it. Another scoreboard update from Field 1. Bottom of the second, woo. 5-0 Swashbucklers over the Loggerheads. Fascinating. What an interesting day of games. A lot of lopsided games. That was in the dirt. Nice stop by DeWaters, 1-2. The live standings, let's go over that. That'd be fun. Because we have had a little bit of movement today. Strikeout for Scholl. Throw down to first. Got away. And Foster will scoot to second. Now we'll wait on the live standings. Make sure everybody's all right. It is a strikeout. I think the throw is what hit Foster right there. Take another look. Yep. So that'll be an E2 that allows Foster to take second. And here's Lily Palco out of Michigan. Palco has ramped up the hitting numbers. How about this? 10 for 22. It's a .455 average, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 6 runs scored. Also has not struck out once so far this summer. Two and one. All right, those live standings. Up at the top, you've got the Slice at 9-1. Squeeze one earlier today to stay in second at 8-2. Then a two-way tie currently at 7-3. Swashbucklers, who are up over there, and the Mocs. And then the Phinz are a half game back at 6-3. Palco back up the middle. Look out. Foster will round third. She's racing for home, and she's hosed. What a throw by Booker. 2 gone in the inning. Absolute laser from center field. What a throw from Kaya Booker to mow down Foster. Palco did take second on the throw. Good base running there. And now Manua, South Carolina Gamecock. Brooke Bennett. 2-1, or I beg your pardon, 1-0 on Bennett. 5 for 17, 4 RBIs, a homer, and 6 runs scored. 400 on base percentage. Pretty good on base percentage overall for the Phinz as a team. 449. I almost don't want to go back to the live standings. I don't want to miss anything. Wait, one more pitch. Read the room. Called strike. 2-1. All right, so the Phinz are sitting at 6-3. That's currently 5th. Then you've got the 6th place Rodeo at 5-5. Loggerheads at 4-5, but they're down over on the other field. Snowbirds and Impact both at 4-6, along with the Circus. Queens at 4-7. Aquanauts at 3-7. Skeeters 3-8. Sea Cows 2-8. And all those games will be even by the end. That's ball 4. Bennett walks. 2 on, 2 out. And here's Katie Hershey. That's high to her. Kentucky Wildcat in the portal. Hershey hitting .450, 9 of 20. 7 RBIs, 2 home runs, a double, and 6 runs scored. There is truly no break. One and one. Looks like Scholl needs to redo the laces on the cleats. Hershey sends that towards the vehicles. It will avoid them. 1 and 2. Two, 2. Up and away, full count. Got her. DeWaters will not make a throw. That's 2 outs. That's a mental miscue there. A strikeout reach loads the bases. So they're loaded for Emma Mansfield. Chance for the Phinz to get on the board with Mansfield at the plate. The Jacksonville Dolphin. She takes ball 1. Batting .364, 8 of 22, 7 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 7 runs. On base percentage of .444. Nice pitch. Throw down to first. Oh boy, almost had Hershey. Too far off the bag. Sure looked like she went. Yep, 2-2. It's been hard to get a hold of Scholl. All that downward movement on the drop and the change. 2-2 to Mansfield. Stays in it. Now the 3-2 from Riley Scholl. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We will do it again. That's a great job by Mansfield. somehow fighting off that one. Mansfield lines that out to the gap, and look out. 2 runs will come in. Hershey is rounding third, and the Phinz get a bases clearing double from Emma Mansfield to take the lead. What a battle. And it's Mansfield who gets the hit. 3-2 Phinz here in the second. Man, and that strikeout, no throw, looms very large right now. Strike 1 to Destiny Washington, who walked and was stranded at third in the first. Quickly 0-2. And looks like we need some game balls in for Bob behind the plate. Washington reaches out towards Booker, and the catch is made to retire the side, but 3 runs do come home for the Phinz, and they've got a 3-2 lead after 2 here on field 2. Good one brewing. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Two, 3, 4 set to hit here in the third for the Snowbirds. Vela Mansfield, Abby DeWaters, and Gracie Anderson. Facing Katie Jonas, who is now pitching with the lead for the first time after the Phinz put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the second. Mansfield laid down a sac bunt. Back in the first. And you've got corners playing pretty deep. Now starting to creep up. There's ball 1. That's off the pitcher's glove, and no throw. A base hit for Mansfield. Jonas tried to stop it, and then Robertson got to it just a hair late, and Vela Mansfield has her second hit this summer and second hit as many games. Now you've got Abby DeWaters with all that pop. She popped up her first time. She would like to atone for that here. Two 2-0 on DeWaters. Again, looking for a new home. And I know a lot of schools I've spoken with who are intrigued, and Abby is a prospect. Freshman last year for South Florida out of Hobe Sound, Florida. Can sing One Direction in sign language. I believe it's Best Night Ever. We talked about that on the practice day months, not months, but feels like months ago. I think it was Best Night Ever. Uh-oh. Ooh. Almost hit the cars, 3-1. Again, if you're here and you're listening, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. There is absolutely no reason to park that close to the field. You are playing with fire. Ball 4. 2 on, nobody out, as the Snowbirds look to answer here in the third. And you've got Gracie Anderson up. She walked back in the first inning. All Horizon League athlete this past year. Little 1-1. I have not hated a lot of the misses by Jonas. I mean, she's thrown 56 pitches, 26 of them have been balls, but there haven't been a ton of wild misses, just a little more fine-tuning on the location. But these are good competitive pitches. That's one of the ones, though, that I would not label as competitive. 2-1. Anderson fouls that away. Full count. Base is loaded. Nobody out. Base is juiced. A single and a pair of walks. And here is Mackenzie Duncan, who had her first hit this summer back in the first inning. on the ground, covered at third. The throw to first will be in time, but a run comes in, and this game is tied on the RBI groundout by Mackenzie Duncan. And everybody else moved up. So we're all square at 3. And Kaya Cortez fouls off the first pitch. She struck out in the first. Mm. 1-1. Cortez gets into it out to left. Should be deep enough. There was a stumble. And it's 4-3 on the sac fly. So 2 gone. And Alice DeWaters is up. She singled and scored in the second. Fouled straight back. That knocked something into this room. I heard it hit me. Back and forth we go. Snowbirds back up a run. I would be surprised if that's it for the scoring today, but you never know. Oh, it's misplayed at third. The throw to first is not in time. Now they're on the corners with 2 outs. And that will be an E5. After watching it again, just one you got to catch. It was a hot shot, but so a 2-0 count on Reese Green, who struck out looking in the second. That was a long at-bat, too. Jonas has now thrown 70 pitches. Base hit through the left side. Anderson will score. 5-3 Snowbirds. An RBI single for Green. And over to Jada Holt, who walked in the second. This one is skied. Catch made by Palco, inning over. But 3 runs come in. What a response by the Snowbirds. And they're back up 2. Go into the bottom of the third. I'm sure more twists and turns are to come. Don't go anywhere. All right, your move, Phinz. Bottom of the third. 2-3-4 due up. Hanipsiak, Salise, and Charlton. This is the trio that struck out the first time they faced Scholl in the first inning. Scholl has racked up 5 Ks. Problem is one of them reached and scored on a bit of a snafu. Miller and Belair go back to the third base coaching box. And here is Hanipsiak, Catherine Hanipsiak out of Colgate. Both teams have left some runs on the table. There have been some miscues. There have been some good pieces of hitting. It's been a little bit of good pitching, too. Pivotal game. Phinz trying to keep pace with the top part of the standings. Snowbirds trying to break from that middle bottom pack. Hanipsiak grounds that to third. Nice play in plenty of time from Anderson. And there's the first out. Now a redemption opportunity for Salise, who struck out in the first. Salise, a freshman last year for the Cowgirls. Redshirted officially in 2026, so this is our first extended taste of college game action. And so far, I've liked what I've seen. I think she's going to be a pretty good weapon that McNeese has in 2027. Redshirted last year because of a torn labrum. Also had her appendix removed. Salise meets it and sends it. And there's the base hit to bring up Charlton. It's a really nice piece of hitting by Lily Salise. Saw that drop. Brought a little bit too high from Scholl. And you got Charlton, who struck out in the first. Taya has so much explosive power in that bat. Just the one home run so far this summer, but she can send one to the baseball field in the distance at any time. That's blocked up. Throw down won't get Salise. And and it's 3-1 with a runner in scoring position. Good adjustment by Charlton, and she draws the walk. So 2 on, 1 out for the Phinz. It's been kind of boom or bust for Scholl so far. She struck out 5, but now 3 walks. And here's Morgan Foster, who singled back in the second. Foster also out of McNeese, takes ball 1. That's in the dirt, and both runners move up again. And now the Snowbirds will have a conversation. Good pitch, 2-1. On the ground, this should score a run. And there's the RBI ground out for Foster. As Salise comes in, it's 5-4 Snowbirds. It's a good job by Foster making sure it stays down on the right side. And strike 1 to Heather Robertson, who struck out in the second. Foul. Phinz trying to tie this game. You've got Charlton over at third. As we dip later on here in the afternoon on this Friday at Palmasola in Bradenton, Florida. Another 0-2. Ooh, little out. It's a good spot. I like it. 1-2. Robertson will tie it up. Single out to center. And we're all square at 5. Good adjustment by Robertson on that piece of hitting. And now Palco, who singled earlier, she'll take strike 1. Also came around to score in that second. Oh, 2. Good protecting swing. That got away. Wow, pitch sends Robertson to second base. 1 and 2. It's been a little bit more of that than I think Scholl would want. That's 5 wild pitches in this game. She hasn't really been hit hard either. Full count. Phinz looking to take the lead again after the Snowbirds scored in the top of this inning. Palco pokes it right side. Holt's flip is in the nick of time to retire the side, but 2 more runs do indeed come in for the Phinz, and we've played 3, tied up at 5 here on field 2. All right, we go to the 4th inning. And there's a new pitcher in the mix for the Phinz, and it is Taylor Daniel. Pull up her stats. as quickly as we can. A 10.81 ERA, 3-1 record, 22 and 2/3 innings, 47 hits, 42 runs, 35 earned, 7 walks and 4 strikeouts for Daniel. In for Jonas, who went 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 5 walks and 2 strikeouts. Ciccarello will be the first batter that Daniel faces. Righty out of Kennesaw State. And it's a called strike to begin here in the fourth. Ciccarello is 0 for 1 with a line out. It's Ciccarello, Booker, and Mansfield. And that's upstairs, 1-1. So far, even in the run column, Snowbirds 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 5 left. Phinz 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. Three and one. There have been some other changes for the Phinz I'll walk you through after this pitch. Ciccarello grounds that over to third, and the throw was wayward, but everything's fine. 1 down. Here's a new defense. You've got Grace Diaz now in center. Bennett has moved to third. Hershey's now at first, and McKenna Belair is now catching Taylor Daniel. Back to the top of the order with Kaya Booker. 0 for 1 with a walk, a run, and a ground out. Strike. O2 for Booker, who's been very impressive here this summer. Can't wait to see how Kenny Gajewski utilizes her in 2027 at Oklahoma State. One and two. Smoked. Stopped. The throw won't be in time. That's a heck of an effort over at short, but Booker's speed is too much. And here we go. Runner at first. Very much indeed. And now you've got Mansfield, who's 1 for 1. Sack bunt in the first, single and a run in the third. See if this is a bunt situation for her with Booker up. Nope, swinging away. Ball 1. Mansfield lifts that on the left side. Out of play. 1-2. Man, the pace of this game it feels like non-existent. I mean, I feel like we are crawling. It's been well over an hour and 20 minutes. And that's bunted with 2 strikes, which means a strikeout. So 2 gone for Abby DeWaters, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. Taylor Daniel looking for a 0 here in the 4th. Have not seen a 0 scored by the Snowbirds. Or I guess say. Actually, that's interesting. A 0 put in by the Snowbirds offense. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. But I think Daniel's going to do it. This has popped up on the right side. Catch is made. Inning over. So you got the hit from Booker, but that's all. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied up at 5. New pitcher for the Snowbirds here in the 4th. It is the Nittany Lion, Mackenzie Duncan. Out of Penn State, a 2.36 ERA, 2-1 record, 26 2/3 innings, 18 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, 9 walks, and a league-leading 44 strikeouts. Probably the best velocity in the league, and she faces the bottom of the order for the Phinz: Bennett, Hershey, and Mansfield. Scholl in the start goes 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. It was a good first inning, and then things kind of unraveled a little bit. Now 2-0 on Bennett, who walked and scored in the second. Gonna see a lot of curve and a lot of change. A little off curve as well from Duncan, but really runs it away from these righty hitters very well. That's a great spot. 2-2. Another foul ball. We party on, 2-2. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat for Bennett. New member of South Carolina, portaled over from Longwood. And I think that's going to be another foul ball. Yes, indeed. Bennett pops this to short, and moving back, making the catch is Green on the soft liner for the first out. And up comes Katie Hershey, who struck out and reached, and then came around to score. So 0 for 1 today with a run. There's ball 1. Mm. Full count. And the strikeout for Duncan. Her first in relief. And there is out number 2, bringing up Emma Mansfield, who so far has the biggest swing of this game. Again, I say so far because we're tied and there's plenty of time left, but it was a 3 RBI double in the second that got the Phinz on the scoreboard. Little low, 1-1. Three and one. I don't want to walk Mansfield. Washington is on deck somewhere. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's over on the left side. Mansfield rips that out to right. That's going to fall for a hit. And she's thinking 2. She's going to get 2. 2 out double. And the Phinz have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nice double day for Emma Mansfield. And here's Washington. Walk in the first, fly out to center in the second. Nice stop by to Waters. 1-0. Hmm. 2-0. Breeze is still blowing in here at field 2. Pretty calmly. It looks like over on the other field, the Swashbucklers have taken down the Loggerheads 10-2. So we're it. Another 2-2 from Duncan is up and in. Really making Duncan work. 25 pitches here in this inning. Just a lot of pitches thrown in this game, period. Payoff is out to center field. Mansfield races for home, and this time Booker's throw isn't there. Phinz back in front, 6-5. and an RBI for Washington to put the Phinz in front here in the fourth, with Hanipsiak stepping up now. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout. And the strikeout is secured to end the inning. But the Phinz grab the lead 6-5 after 4, following the K from Duncan, or I should say following the RBI from Washington. And we're off to the fifth. Snowbirds will look to answer when we come back here at Field 2. Anderson, Duncan, and Janesco due up here in the fifth. Lily Janesco will be hitting for Cortez. That's a straight sub. And Gracie Anderson starts things off. She is 0 for 0. She's walked twice and scored once. First time seeing Taylor Duncan, or I beg your pardon, Taylor Daniel. Too many Duncans in this league. We've got Hannah Duncan for the Slice, Mackenzie Duncan for the Snowbirds. Two 1 on Anderson, who fouls that off 2-2. Another payoff from Daniel. Anderson gets all up in that, out to left, and Washington tracks it down in foul ground. Once again, the ball not really flying here. And there's one down. For Mackenzie Duncan. 1 for 2 with an RBI in the first and a RBI, or I beg your pardon, a single in the first, RBI ground out in the third. This is opposite way. Foul ground. 0-1. Oh, and 2. Full count. How about Mackenzie Duncan? Let's put together some quality at-bats today. And again, kind of not really one I think Snowbirds thought would hit a lot this summer. But she executed a hit and run in the first, drove in a run on a ground ball to the right side, or beg your pardon, to the left side in the third. Foul ball. Duncan sends this straight up the chute, and running over to make the grab from third is Bennett. And there's out number 2. And here is Lily Janesco for the first time in this game. A player out of Western Michigan. Janesco, 4 of 22, 2 RBIs, a double, and a .217 on-base percentage. First pitch grounded over to Bennett at third. Good throw and a 1-2-3 inning. Taylor, Daniel, efficient. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, 6-5 Phinz. Here in the fifth, it is Edge, Diaz, and Belair all getting their first at-bats of the game. Phinz up 6-5, trying to keep pace, as we've talked about, with that top portion of the standings. And here is Simone Edge, who's newly committed to Drexel. Oh and 1. Edge 2 for 18 here this summer, with an RBI, a double, and 3 runs, and now down 0-2. Got a piece of that to stay in it. Good pitch. Didn't get it. 2-2. Full count. Good job by Edge. Staying in it, fighting back, working it full after falling down 0-2 very quickly. Payoff coming from Duncan, and she got her. Duncan's third K. And now she'll face Grace Diaz. Another one currently in the portal out of St. Francis. Diaz, 5 of 16, 313 average with a RBI and 3 runs scored. Well, there you go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Back-to-back Ks for Duncan, 2 down. Now it's McKenna Belair, the Ole Miss Rebel, who's 7 of 18 with 2 RBIs, a home run, a double, and 6 runs scored. Good on-base percentage of .476. Coming in from the third base coaching box. Now it's just Avery Miller out there. Dirty from Duncan. 2-1. Beautiful. 2-2. And that's foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. So Duncan strikes out the side, and we've played 5. Phinz still lead it by 1, 6-5 here on field 2. Alice to Waters will start things here in the top of the 6th. 7, 8, 9 due up to Waters, Green, and Holt. Facing Taylor Daniel, who's gone 2 innings of relief. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Pretty good stuff. And strike 1 to Alice to Waters. 1 for 2, but she's hit the ball well. Singled and scored in the second, reached on an error in the third. And she's hit this one well again. Out towards the gap and all the way down in center field. And a fairly easy leadoff double for Alice to Waters. Snowbirds have a tying run in scoring position here in the 6th. How about Alice? 2 for 3, and she's hit it well all 3 times. All 3 at-bats right on the screws. And now options for rescreen. Strikeout looking in the second, RBI single in the third. Pull back the bunt. 1-1. Bunted foul. Love the idea. That is tomahawked out to left and just past the diving Washington. DeWaters will score. Green stands on second, and we are tied up again RBI double by Reese Green. That was just ripped right down the line. Washington tried to dive for it. It got by her all the way to the fence. And here's Jada Holt, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a pop out. Back and forth we go here at Field 2. Phinz and Snowbirds. Snowbirds led 2-0. Phinz took a 3-2 lead. Then it was 5-3 Snowbirds, then 5-all, then 6-5, and now 6-6 with 1 out here in the 6th. And in steps Gracie Ciccarello, who's 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. Strike 1. Ciccarello lights into it out to center. And I don't think Green properly tagged up. That's a double play. I think Green thought there were 2 outs. There weren't. And that is how the 6th comes to an end. A double play on a fly out to center. And we go to the bottom half, all tied up at 6. Phinz will look to respond when we come back. New pitcher in for the Snowbirds, and it's Lexi King. Recently picked Charlotte after portaling from Arkansas. This summer, a 6.85 ERA, 1-2 record. 15 in the 3rd innings, 19 hits, 18 runs, 15 earned, 9 walks, and 18 strikeouts. In for Mackenzie Duncan, who went 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Facing 6, 7, 8 in the Phinz order, Robertson, Palco, and Bennett. Heather Robertson is 1 for 2. Strikeout and an RBI single on her card today. Snowbirds just tied this game in the top half, but ran themselves out of the inning. Phinz trying to answer right back and put themselves 3 outs away from the win. That one low, 1-1. Called strike 3. That is a 5th straight strikeout by a Phinz batter. First from King. 1 down. Now Lily Palco, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Oh, goodness. Beautiful pitch. 1-2. On the ground to second. Stabbed by Holt. Throw is low, but everything is fine as Janesco makes a scoop. And there's 2 out. So they're clear with 2 gone for Brooke Bennett, who's 0 for 1. Walked and scored in the second and popped out in the 4th. Excuse me. It's been a lengthy game, but man, oh man, we're heading for a good finish. It's not been the prettiest, not been the cleanest, but the stakes are high. Phinz need this one, Snowbirds need this one. As we near, I think we're at, honestly, about the halfway point. So playoff positioning will be crucial as we get down the stretch of the summer. Fouled off. That somehow clipped the fence and still got out. Another foul ball. This has been quite the adventure. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Brooke Bennett battling. This will be the 9th pitch she's seen from King. And it's pitch 9 that gets her looking. Great job by King shutting it down, and now 7 straight Phinz have been retired. And of those 7, 6 were K'd. We go to the 7th, tied up at 6 here on field 2. Well, for the Snowbirds, it, has been a long, winding road to get here. But in the 7th inning, you couldn't ask for a better scenario. Top of the order, due up. Kaya Booker, Vela Mansfield, and Abby DeWaters. So you've got the very dangerous Booker starting. She gets on, you can have Mansfield bunt her over, and then DeWaters bring her in. But Taylor Daniel would like to see a 0 here in the top of the 7th. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. The line for Booker, she walked and scored in the first, grounded out in the second, singled in the 4th. Three and 0. You don't want to walk Booker. That would be less than ideal. If you're still hanging out with us, tweet me at Gray, Gray_Robertson. We will read your messages. Oh, my bad, Christine. I will tell Avery to wave at you for the bottom of the 7th. Grounded to first, snared by Hershey. And there is out number 1 and a massive first out to keep Booker off. Man, that was important. Now Vela Mansfield, 1 for 2. Sack bunt in the first, single and a run in the third, strikeout in the 4th. Back up the middle, base hit. Mansfield has a couple base knocks today, and the go-ahead run stands on first. And here is Abby DeWaters. Extremely due. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run today. A couple pop-outs. She gets into that out to left. That falls in front of Washington. Chance at second, though, is going to get Mansfield. And there's 2 gone. And that go-ahead run still stands on first. Now it's Gracie Anderson. Strike one. Couple walks, a run, and a foul out today. Looking to the bottom of the seventh, the Phinz would have 9-10-1, Hershey, Mansfield, and Washington. Emma Mansfield has a pair of doubles and 3 RBIs in this game. That'll get through. Don't think Bennett touched it, so that's a hit for Anderson. 2 on, 2 out. It was just kind of olayed by Bennett at third, and now can the pitcher, the former PO, who's been getting some swings lately, Mackenzie Duncan, can she get the hit to put the Snowbirds in front? A lot of high-quality at-bats today. And a shot to second. The throw to first is beautifully done from Palco, and we will head to the home half. Phinz will try and walk it off. 9-10-1 due up. To the bottom of the seventh, Phinz will try and end it here. They've got 9-10-1 due up. Hershey, Mansfield, and Washington. Katie Hershey has struck out twice today, 0 for 2. She has scored a run after reaching on the strikeout in the second. And I forgot to tell Avery to wave at the camera. Sorry, Christine. Trying to figure out. We got logistics happening. We've lost an umpire. We're losing an umpire right now. And Jersey Newteal's got to go because she's got to play a pro game in an hour and 12 minutes. Not sure who crafted that schedule. There's ball one to Hershey. So the Phinz looking to walk it off. Lexi King looking to force an eighth. Two-0 to Hershey is grounded foul. On deck is Emma Mansfield, who today is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. Glove by King. Beautifully done in the circle for the first out. And now, can Lexi King do what so far neither of the pitchers prior have been able to do, and that's get out Emma Mansfield. Mansfield put up doubles on both the starter Shull and the reliever Duncan. Ground ball over to third. Glove by Anderson. 2 down. And here is the leadoff hitter, Destiny Washington. 1 for 2. Walk in the first, fly out to center in the second, and an RBI double in the fourth. Ball 1. Two, 2. Over to third, Anderson again, and we're going to extras. 1, 2, 3 for King. And ITB will be in place as we go to the 8th here on field 2. All right, here in the 8th, here's how ITB works. The last batted out starts on second base. That in this case would be Duncan. However, she is a pitcher, so she can get a courtesy runner. That will be Kaya Cortez, who stands on second base now. And due up for the Snowbirds, it's Janesco, Alice DeWaters, and Reese Green. Lily Janesco is 0 for 1 with a ground out today. Came in middle of the game. Normally this would be an auto bunt situation, but no sign of that. Part of the problem might be the coach for the Snowbirds has left to play a pro game that starts in an hour. I can talk loudly and see if that gets down to the box. Although this might, well, no. Cortez will have to stay at second, and it's a great play up the middle for out number 1. Great movement by Mansfield to her left, and maybe there was a window, but it closed too quickly for Cortez. And crucially, the runner's still at second. But here is Alice DeWaters, who's barreled up everything she's seen today. Strike 1. Here's the line. She singled, hard hit, in the second, came around to score. Reached on an error that was hard hit. And then a double and a run in the 6th. This is hard hit but playable. Washington makes the grab, and Cortez remains at second. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you bunt, because that play right there would have brought in a run had Cortez been at third. But now it's up to Reese Green to try and get in the runner at second. She's already done that a couple times today, 2 RBIs. Struck out looking in the second, RBI single in the third, RBI double in the 6th. As we double check the book amidst the sun sinking here in Bradenton. Opportunity at short, and an out is recorded. So 1, 2, 3. And now the Phinz can walk it off. Snowbirds can't execute with the runner at second, and we go to the home half of the 8th here on field 2. All right, the Phinz will try and walk it off right here. Washington starts on second, and there is a bunt attempt that's fouled by Hanipsiak. 0 for 3 today with a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. It's Hanipsiak, Edge, and Charlton who will re-enter in the 4 spot for Diaz. So tough sledding for Lexi King, who's thrown very well in relief. Washington guns for third. She'll get there safely. And now the calculus has changed just a bit. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off, 1 and 2. Incoming freshman going to Colgate. Takes it out, 2-2. Got her. What a pitch from King. That is her third strikeout in relief. As I miscalculated because Duncan had 90 in her 2 innings. And now here's Edge. Again, anything in the air to the outfield will probably end it with Washington's speed. Foul ball by Edge. She struck out in the 5th. 0 for 1 on the day. Oh, tried the squeeze, but it was foul. 0-2. A win that both teams need. Snowbirds trying to separate from that big pack at 5-5, 4-6, 3-7. And Edge has it stopped by Hope, but Washington scores. And Simone Edge walks it off for the Phinz. The RBI fielder's choice. And the Phinz win it 7-6-8. Taylor Daniel gets the win in the circle, a tough luck loss to Lexi King, who was fantastic today. But it is the Phinz who get the win, 7-6-8. All right, folks, we got to bounce. We're after 5 o'clock, and we got other games to call. For everyone from the FGCL, I'm Gray Robertson saying so long. The Phinz win it 7-6-8. We'll see you next time, everybody. We wrap up the week tomorrow here at Palmasola, starting at 9:30 Eastern. See you then.